Alright, hey cuties. Guys, being betrayed is so painful in the moment. So anyways, let's spill some tea. And guys, firstly, I'm not going to be mentioning any names in this of this person. She's never been on my channel before. Let's get into it. Let's spill some tea, guys. So here's a little story time of how I was betrayed and how you can recognize it early before it happens, or scout out if this person is good for you, and then finally how to deal with it when you realize you're betrayed. Okay, and guys, this is not about a romantic partner, this is not a breakup, this is a friend. And you guys have not seen her on my channel, by the way. Like, I wouldn't be saying this story time if I already had her on my channel. Sweva, who was recently on my channel, the last collab, besties. It's not her. You guys do not know her, and I'm never going to put their name out here because it's just, to me, it's not worth it because they could change. And actually, later on, you'll see in the video, like, I think there's a deeper reason at play, which is why I still actually hope the best for her, genuinely. But this is a good lesson. Like, this is crazy. It really is sometimes the people you have closest to you, all right? I was friends with this girl for like 5 years. Not only just friends, it felt like we were best friends. And before this had happened, I knew her for like 10 years. Like, basically, maybe even more than that, since I was in grade 3. So like, probably like 12 years or something like that. Because we grew up together. We went to all the same schools, like middle school, high school, university. So I saw her my whole life, pretty much. Like, I realized this girl that is with me a lot, hanging out with me, even spending money on me sometimes. Like, when I was broke, she would just come through and I would be like, it's fine. You know, this person who like went all out on my birthday, you know what I mean? Like, someone I actually told almost everything to, anything that was happening in my life. She knew a lot about me because I just knew her for like 15 years. Like, you know, we were besties for like 4 or 5 years, but it was like, I knew this girl for a long time. I found out later from a source, I'm not going to say who, but when somebody is talking bad about you and trash talking you for a long time, and they start getting so comfortable talking trash about you to other people publicly, there's only so much room for that to continue to go on. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're publicly bad-mouthing me around people who already know we're best friends, what do you think's gonna happen? It's gonna come back, right? So basically, in this friendship, I felt betrayed because I was friends with her and I considered her to be a best friend, and I was always talking to her. And I find out that she's talking so much crap about me with her boyfriend. And it got back to me, and it was like the most rude, disgusting things I've ever heard. And very, very sneaky. Very, very mean girl. And it's just like, when you process that in like real time, you're like, hold on. Like, it makes you, that's the weird thing about betrayal, right? Because it's like, you know, when it's a stranger and someone that you just don't know like that, it's so much easier to brush it off because they just don't know you like that. Like, you know, someone could comment something on my YouTube channel and I don't know them, and if it's a hate comment, I haven't even got one yet because I don't really post too much. Or like, not too much, but I haven't been on here for a long time. But it's like, even that, I don't know them. It's like, when someone is so close to you, is hanging out with you all the time, is constantly having new experiences with you. And what really makes me so uncomfortable about this situation is the fact that right before I filmed with her, that was supposed to go on my channel, and we were getting ready to go to a rock concert together. So I remember even filming, picking out my outfit. I was gonna like put that up there, you know what I mean? And it's like, my parents treated her that day too, like got pizza for us. Like, it's just such a weird slap in the face that it was like the next day that she and her boyfriend like publicly talked really bad about me to someone who knew me, and then it got back to me, and it's just like, it wasn't even like, it was disgusting. It was just, the words cut so deep, and like, just, I don't even want to really repeat them because it's so weird to me. Like, it's just so weird that I thought this was my best friend of like 4 or 5 years, like around me all the time. And it's just very weird. And this all happened around the same time that I just got a job and was training. So it was just a lot on my mind. So I had to take a minute to be like, what is going on here? I really feel that her boyfriend is controlling AF, to be honest with you. Like, he is so rude. He is so... I'm just not trying to come for a boyfriend like that, but I'm just saying, like, we go back, not like back, but I'm saying, like, he used to have a crush on my sister. And ever since then, I don't know what it is, but it's just like he hates our family. I don't know if it's because my sister rejected him. But yeah, like my best friend's boyfriend used to like my sister. She rejected him. Ever since he would always talk to me, he would come in, you know, to where we were and just completely like ignore me or try to tell my friend and be like, I don't know why she doesn't like me. And I'm like, I talk to you, I try to meet you because you're my best friend's boyfriend and all you do is look at me. You don't even say anything and you give me dirty looks. What do you want me to do? So already this guy hates my guts. That's why I'm saying, like, you guys gotta be so careful who you date. Because this person, I'm saying, like, I knew her for over 10 years. But it's just sad. Like, it's sad because it's like, she already screwed me over in high school. I caught her on a live stream talking shit. I should have cut it then, right? About me, because she was upset that a guy that she liked me. So she went on her live stream and I caught it then. And that should have been a wake-up call for me. But it's like, we were in high school, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just don't expect anything that weird. Like, you're like, well, they could grow. You know, I knew her for so long that I kind of brushed it off. But it's just like, now I just feel so it's like a weird feeling when you go back and you look at what that person did to you in high school. That was kind of really shady, actually. And then they repeated it the same time, like, way later, like 8 years later. And it's very weird because I'm just processing it. Like, you know, she tried to lie, like saying that when I confronted her about it, like she wouldn't even call. She just wanted to stay on text. She wouldn't answer my call, said she's too busy, and then cut off our whole friendship because I called her boyfriend out. I was like, so-and-so said this, and he said that you guys were both saying this about me. Like, and then she went off and said it's all lies. But some of the things that you guys were saying about me was about how I dress and my outfit of that rock concert, which your man does not even follow any of my social media. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you're lying, because how did he see my outfit? And anyway, whatever. It goes deeper than just the outfit, okay? But to me, it's like when you're slut-shaming your own best friend behind your back, that is just like imagine that. Your own best friend of 5 years is secretly slut-shaming you, making fun of you, pulling up photos of you, laughing about it, saying that you're crazy and that you only hang out with them just to use them. Like, these words have cut me deep. And I was like, okay. And this is how I deal with that, okay, guys? Like, if this happened to you and whatever, you need to understand. Let's get into this, okay? So, like, how to spot this. First thing, patterns. If something is once, okay, remember how I said that this girl, like, since I knew her, she was always a gossiper. I don't know if I mentioned that, but, like, you know, she was a gossiper. It wasn't even just, like, she's ranting to you to say, like, you know, something happened to me. It's like sometimes it's full on just gossiping or, like, talking about her siblings in a really disrespectful way. Like, this person did not... It almost like we all do that sometimes, but it was too easy for her to do it. Like, you know, but because I liked her or I knew her for so long, I kind of looked past it because there was a comfortability there, like knowing this person for over 10 years, being in the same school growing up and then reconnecting. You know, I had that thing in high school, but I was like, whatever, like, you know, so it was just like, you can get so comfortable and not see things, okay? So it's like, you gotta look at patterns, like, because this person, she already screwed me over in high school, and I caught her bad-mouthing me, like how she bad-mouthed me to her man that got back to me, because they openly said This is how they feel about me to someone that knows me. You know, so it's like, and then tried to lie about it, which is embarrassing. But it's like, imagine that. And it's like, you got to look at patterns. You got to really look at patterns. And yeah. Second thing I will say is follow your gut feeling. Like, guys, when I tell you my gut sometimes with this friend over the past 10 years plus of knowing this person, I always got a little something. Like comparing. I always felt that she was either like not to be this person or whatever. But I'm telling you, I'm a pretty confident person. I really have learned to embrace and love who I am. I've been through some stuff that really helped me just like embrace who I am and love myself. At the end of the day, that's so important for all of us humans to have. And I openly laugh at my own jokes. I think I'm funny. Like, I love myself, okay? When you outwardly love yourself and radiate positivity, people who are very insecure will try to suck that out. And just look, you can tell it, and this relates to the instinct thing. When you crack a joke or when you say something or when you wear an outfit that you love or you do your makeup a certain way, like, there's either going to be those people that are just fully jealous of you, like your confidence, your comfortability of being yourself, your ability to make other people laugh. Like, pay attention to that stuff, okay? Because, like, the eyes do not lie. And I always felt behind her eyes, like, respectfully, and I feel sad because I know she's been through a lot in life. She's had some cards dealt that I can't even imagine going through, which is why I still want to say, I'm not out here going to leak her address or say her name. Like, I'm not going to do that because I actually want the best for her, even though I'm upset. And even though this hurts, it's like, you know, she's been through some things. I understand. At some point, I hope that she goes through it. And also, I don't think this boyfriend is good for her. I really don't like the way that, you know, she also warned me one time about him. Like, she's like, yeah, he has this resting bee face, you know, like any other girl he's around, he just looks like he hates her. Is that a healthy, like, you know, I would like to be around people who just are nice to anyone. Like, if I'm dating you know, those people who are like, they don't want their boyfriends to even smile at another girl or whatever. It's kind of like, why is everyone gotta hate you? Why you gotta look like you hate everybody? Like, that to me, and it looks like that. When I met him, like, he looked like he just hate everybody. What do you see in that? I just don't understand. But you know why? Because they're both the same. And that's something I had to really realize for myself. Like, I think that I got out a soft side of her. Like, I actually think even though she's hating on me, there's parts of her that really loves me too. Because I make her laugh. Like, you know, I was someone she knew for a long time. But it's like, you know, it's just crazy to me. Like, it's really crazy to me that you can just not feel convicted of, like, that. Going behind someone's back, like right after hanging out with me, right after we went to this rock concert, you did this, and it got back and it said some such crazy things, like with your words. Like, females, guys, with their words can be the worst. Like, I swear, not all of them, but oh my gosh, like, it's really like giving me high school, like the comments she made. It's just like very mean girl, very, very mean girl. And it's like, we were just laughing the day before I was, like, gonna post her on here. Like, this is just weird. Like, that stuff's so weird, right? Don't let the comfortability of knowing someone for so long blind you from having that gut feeling and questioning what that is, what's going on. Like, ask yourself, if you knew this person for a long time and there's someone in your life that you just don't sit well with you, your body is just rejecting it. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Sorry. I'm sorry. So those are some signs you can look at, patterns. Your instinct, feelings, energy, what God is trying to tell you. Like, that feeling that's telling you, like, something's off. Yeah, that needs to be paying attention to that. And also, being wary of how comfortable you are. Guys, it could be 10 years. It could be 2 months for some people. Some people get so comfortable with people, and, like, how much did you share with this person? If you shared a lot and you continue to share a lot, and but that ick just isn't going away, you might have to pull back. Okay? How to deal with it. How to deal with it when you feel betrayed. Like, I felt, like, sick for weeks after. Like, ugh, this is weird. Like, she just literally ended the friendship over that. I tried to confront her. Gone. Curse me out. Like, that's how I know that you're guilty. If you didn't do this, you would be like, oh my gosh, I would never. You know, it's like, you curse me out and you end our friendship. Because I caught you. Like, you know, so it's like, but you know what you gotta do? This is how you're gonna deal with it, and it's simple. And it seems easy. It takes time, but trust me, you have to look at it like this is a win. This happening is a win to protect your heart. What would happen if you were still in that friendship? The energy sucking will come out, and why would you want to? Like, you've got to just have the best circle around you and support you so much. Like, y'all, the last collab I did with Sueva, that girl, like, people like that just protect you. Really just go in. They're in that friendship. They are genuine. They can talk deep. Just see it as a win for you because they're already out. You already caught them. You caught the snake. Like, you caught that snake. Put it back outside. Like, you caught it. You know what I mean? So that's been really helping me. Another sign to also look out for is, like, depth and vulnerability. Real friendships in any kind or relationships of any kind, to call it something real, you have to feel something real. How do you get something real? Vulnerability. Have you ever had those really shallow conversations? Like, you could ask that person a deep question and they will find anything to just reply. This person will reply with one word answers. You know, if I ask her to something deep or ask her to elaborate, she can't even really talk about her feelings that much unless she's angry. But, like, I mean her deep feelings. Like, if you can be next to somebody for almost 10 years, think about this. This is important. This is so real. If you can be next to somebody for, like, over 10 years and know almost nothing about them still, that's so scary. Like, actually, when I look back on this person, it's like, I know things that made her angry. I don't know the depth of her. I don't know really what would go on behind the scenes. Like, most of it was like, we'd go shopping. That was our life. Like, shopping and little trips and getting dinner. But that only gets you so far, right? You know, I ask her how she's doing. It's always good. Like, I would be the one to just be vulnerable. Like, if someone is not always vulnerable with you, like, there might be actually something wrong. And there might be something in their life that they're going through trauma. Like, that's why I tell you guys, like, she couldn't access some of her feelings. Like, she's been going through a lot. I know some stuff. But even that, she will sweep those feelings. She will say maybe something vulnerable once or twice, let it slip. The mask slips, but then it's like the mask is back on. And if you keep masking and masking and masking, you're just going to put out negative energy because you're just not being honest with yourself or the people around you that you can trust. And you're just letting yourself bottle that in, and you're letting that create insecurity from your traumas. And then you're projecting your insecurities, talking crap about people. Like, it's just not cute. It's not healthy. More than cute, like, it's not healthy. And I pray for her. I'm going to keep her in my prayers, even though it really hurt me because that was some nasty things that she said that I'm processing. Like, what the heck? I still pray for her. I still want her to be okay. I still want her to be happy. I still believe she can grow from this. But that does not mean I'm going to just, like, accept that, you know. And she walked out. Like, girl just, like, didn't even want to talk or imagine not even saying sorry. Like, there's no closure here. That is another thing. When you don't have closure, you are just left there feeling like, this is what I mean. This is why I say look at it as a win to deal with this. You know what I mean? Because, like, girl just left. Like, dropped that bomb. When she was caught, she was, like, guilty and left. Didn't say sorry. Didn't say this is true or, like, explain to me, well, how did they know? Because, like, the things they were specifically saying was a picture of me and what I was wearing. And it's like, that person has no way of seeing it. They don't follow me on anything. Your man does not follow me on anything. So it's like, how? Anyways, that is, like, those are some signs to look for when you're betrayed. And please look at it as a win because your energy is going to be only increased. You gain a lot of energy. Like, let me tell you a positive thing. Since she's been gone, I've had more time to save my money. Because girl was not a good influence on me when it came to, like, materialistic things, right? I feel like I'm able to save more money. I'm able to focus on deep relationships and friendships, and also it just taught me a huge lesson to look at. And it taught me a huge lesson. So just look at it as a win, baby girl. Like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I hope that was helpful. And I hope that gives some understanding of why I felt like I was also just processing stuff off YouTube behind the scenes. But anyways, I love you guys. Bye.